Hi, everyone. My name is Stephen Pope, and welcome to New Pantheon, a demigod's actual play here on Saving Throw Show. Now, what first things first? Murder. It's the hot button issue we're all talking about tonight, but not here on this show because we are brought to you by Hero Forge, creators of custom miniatures that you can have pre-painted in color now, available at heroforge.com. So now that I got that out of the way and I brought up murder most foul, really I'm just doing this because every time I say murder, my little captioner gets like really big and it's hilarious to me. Moving on, let's meet our table. The incomparable Sam DeLev.
Hi, I'm Sam DeLev, the Muse, and I'm playing Bells to my Scion of Aphrodite.
No, you're a muse, but what are you playing?
Aww.
I'm not apologizing.
I'm
for
glad
that
we're
one.
amused by that comment.
Yeah, mostly they were. I was going to say they're mostly very amusing. So.
And he's incredibly tall and handsome and makes me jealous. Eric Reichert.
Oh, Eric, got it.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I thought you were just talking about Abria there. Welcome on in. My name's Eric. I'm playing Flynn Fairbanks, who is the scion of Robin Hood. And he's like a Mr. Robot, but with magic.
Secretly a robot. Got it. Also incredibly tall and handsome and has really big wing energy. Abria Iyengar.
Aki. Okay, once again, I got that one wrong. That's on me. Hi, I'm Abria, and I'm playing Megan Moore, the warrior playbook, daughter of Ares, with the requisite anger issues. Yes, thank you.
Yes. And finally, one of the smartest people I know, Aki.
You mean Sam, right? You were talking about Sam DeLev.
I didn't hear any unclear articulation there.
I said what I said.
Hi, everybody. I'm Aki, and I'm playing Willow Ajayi, who is a scion of Aja of the Orisha tribe. I play the Verdant with my very long, very thick, piled on the top of my head, dreads. I'm going to be on that for a minute.
I don't blame you. So, last week on New Pantheon Hotel California, we learned the following things. 1, the yellow wallpaper was the reason of being in the woods went a little ape shit and attacked Megan in the lobby and also destroyed the pool. Womp.
You say attack. I just remember a delightful tussle.
Yes. 2, we learned of what makes up the 13 floors of the Hotel California. And someone wrote that down, I hope, because I'm not going to repeat it. Oh, damn. You did write it down. Crap. I was really hoping to screw you over with that later. Meh. And 3, some gods believe that only a god can kill a god, and other gods seem to believe that if you don't have the worshippers you once did, you're fair game. Which one's true? We still don't know. So, tonight's story begins with a phone call to Flynn.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Oh, you are right. We have to do the beginning of the game move. Thank you, Aki.
Thank you for remembering.
It's our once per season time we remember.
I'm glad someone remembers how this game works. I just run the stupid thing.
I've never heard of it. What is demigods?
I don't know. What's New Pantheon? Who are you people?
I mean, not knowing the game very well. I mean, I'm sure it's probably okay.
Yeah.
And that is also the one time we like our once an episode joke as well. We have to make it.
Oh, if we keep it down to
follow them on Twitter.
An episode.
My whole
we're not doing our job
as a white man is to run everything to the ground. So I can't possibly promise I won't make that joke again.
Good,
friendship.
Because like so many jokes, they get so much better when a white man can explain them to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say your jokes louder. So
yeah, because then it'll be much funnier than if I say it myself.
We look like a room of Vannas to you. You knock that shit off.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
That is uncalled for.
I thought we said we weren't doing murder. So
You killed me.
Please
I'm
do
dead.
not kill our
I
hero.
haven't even started episode 3 and I'm dead.
So this is the next murder at the Hotel California.
Me. Oh.
Not running the game.
So since I'm the one talking, I'll just start. Flynn, we're still the highest over here. So pick your poison, my friend.
Okay.
Mark a basic move and gain a thread when you fail.
I want to see what happens if Will fails at bending fate.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Flynn?
Okay.
Oh, no, you can go ahead.
No, I don't want to go. I'll wait.
Okay, fine.
Well, now I still want to go. It's going to be Megan.
All right.
Okay, I want to see you sway someone. Show me that all, baby.
All right.
I will go now, and it's a tie between Bells and Flynn, so I'm going to go with Bells this week.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yay. I would love to see you fail to perform under pressure.
I
Ooh.
would never.
I'm so sorry. Let's hope you do. It's so much more fun that way.
And you get an experience point.
But I'm so cool, calm, and collected.
Oh, yeah. Megan's like the most chill.
I'm so chill.
So chill, you guys. So chill. All right. Bells.
So now that we've done with mendacity for a moment, I'm tied with Flynn and Megan right now. And I got one from Flynn last week because everybody got them from Flynn last week.
That is true.
So I will ask, hey, what do you want me to fill? Abria?
I want you to do a hit. Prowess, please.
Ooh, I'll see what I can
Oh,
do. I do so
snap.
often do that.
Yeah. Just do punches with me, like we do.
Yeah, no, Bells. They've thrown so many punches and they've done so much fighting in this campaign.
All I'm saying.
I don't use prowess. I use awe. I don't hit. I hit on.
I mean, those can be the same thing, and they are to Megan over the amount of time.
Megan has big first time in love first grader energy with that thing. Okay, so with our beginning of the game moves out of the way, thank you, Aki, because eventually I will learn how to run the game I run for a stream. I'm a professional, folks. We start on the 9th floor of the Hotel California. As you exit the hotel room of cleaned up graffiti, Flynn, your phone goes off. And it is your sister, Mary.
Okay, that makes sense because if somebody's calling me and able to get through, that's a big deal.
Oh, yeah. No, that's like 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I have to answer it.
Well, you don't have to, but you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer it. I'm just gonna go. Who calls anymore?
Hi, Flynn. It's Mary. Hi.
I know
how are
who
you
it
doing?
is. I know how phones
Guess where
work.
I am?
I don't know. Norway.
I'm at the Burbank Airport, and guess who's with me?
A Norwegian troll.
Your mom is here. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting.
This is super.
What's that?
I
What's
love
that?
driving out to Burbank.
What? Oh gosh, yeah, it's going crazy in here. Yeah, it's my mom. No, I don't want to hang up. I'm sorry. I really
Flynn, don't you fucking dare! Don't you dare hang up on me.
I'm going through a tunnel.
You are not going through a tunnel. I'm going to kick your ass. Bloop. I assume. Somewhere in the distant land of Burbank, a young woman wearing a red leather jacket crushes her phone in her hand and begins cursing in a language she didn't know she spoke, apparently Norwegian. It's back on the 9th floor of the Hotel California. You 4 have just, well, okay. 3 of you witnessed and 1 of you committed a murder. Murder's a loose term. More like you found a evil blind cultist and smashed him through about 20 different walls and then ripped him open like a piñata full of guts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was you.
I did
You
that.
did that. You totally did that.
No, you said murder like it was a person that mattered. So,
Megan,
Mm.
it was a person. And even
Not
if
really, it was like a cultist.
they
What? No, like, there's going to be people when you're a god that'll be like, I pledge my life to a deity. And those kind of stop being people if they do bad stuff. So,
Yeah,
you
anyone
can just-
who's I deem not morally worthy of being person, then it's not like killing a people because they're bad.
Your phone rings again, Flynn.
Also, they were. Jeez, what is up?
I gotta talk. Hold on.
Wait, do I have your phone number? I never call you this much.
All right, I'm gonna answer the phone again.
I swear to God, if you hang up on me, I am going to break your neck.
Hey, Mary. Oh, it's
We just lost Aki.
Yeah. That's fun.
Oh
That's
boy.
fun. Mary, how's it going?
Okay, so
Sorry.
she wants to visit you.
Tell Mary I said hi.
Okay. Megan says hi.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic! I'm gonna have Megan punch you really hard. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. She says hi back.
Yeah. No. So anyway, your mom wants to visit, and I'm gonna try to distract her with Hollywood and Highland. That will take about 30 minutes because she has zero interest in that. Okay, are you still at the hotel? Where are you?
Yeah. I'm still at the you should not come here though. There are murders.
Wait, Mary loves murder.
I'm not going to repeat that out loud because your mom is right next to me, but what?
There are murders here. Please don't come over here.
Why would you not want Mary to be here? Like I said,
she's with my mom.
Oh, okay. You didn't say that part.
Yeah, that's the mom. She's with my mom.
So anyway, did you not know your mom was gonna be here?
No.
Did you not? No?
No, I didn't.
Cool. Good, great.
Yeah. Yeah. I was not aware. So yeah, Hollywood and Highland. That's
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else.
I mean,
she hates it.
Oh, I mean, I can imagine. Yeah, it sucks over there. But yeah, I guess just enjoy it. I don't know what to.
Look. Are you still at the hotel? I'll just come to the hotel. We'll stay in the lobby.
Do not come to the hotel.
Fine. Where are you going to meet her?
I don't know. Find another place that's not a murder hotel.
I've never met your mom before, dude.
Yeah, then you got plenty to talk about, don't you? Listen,
Flynn?
just ask her about
Finn?
Just ask her about the story about Professor Coconut. And that's
Professor Coconut.
That's at least 4 hours.
You both are hearing this too, right? Professor...
Fine. I will listen about Professor Coconut, but you are going to call me back and we are going to make a plan. Got it?
Sure. Listen, I'm solving a murder right now.
Fucking great! I'm babysitting your mom!
Yeah, she's nice. Ask her how her day's going. That's another 4 hours right there. Honestly, you don't have to say a whole lot. She'll do most of the talking.
Wait, do you guys have different moms?
Yeah,
Oh.
same dad.
Okay. Never thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. Okay, that's a fuckboy, and now I'm meeting my half-brother's mother. This is gonna be great. This is a great day. I'm super happy for me. I need a cigarette. Bloop.
Cool.
That was weird.
But
You
yeah,
good?
like I was saying, honestly, most people I don't consider worthy of having rights or life, so it's fine.
You're aware of the broad societal consequences of that type of thinking throughout history, aren't you?
I don't let the bourgeoisie dictate to me what morality is.
Then
Well-
you use what exactly?
Just my own internal moral compass that I've honed over many, many years.
Well, this conversation has officially made me ill. I'm going back to my room.
Okay, hold on. Will, let's be fair. I don't regret doing this because this feels like it solved a problem of ripping apart the wallpaper god. But don't go back. We need to figure this out because I'm getting very bored.
Obviously, you're ripping people in half.
He was ripping the wallpaper, so I did it back. I thought it was irony. I'm just really annoyed that this isn't landing for the group the way I thought it would.
It wasn't
Well,
ironic.
that's on me.
Ironic would be if he were like, yo, my least favorite thing in the world is being ripped in half, and I'm going to therapy to get over my fear of being ripped in half.
Oh, okay.
That's irony.
All right.
You'll have to excuse me if I don't think killing people is the way we are going to solve this.
Okay, but what do you think we're going to have to do when we find the god killer? Talk to them?
A god is one thing, a human is another.
You are a person that's literally on a fast track to becoming a god. You sure about that?
Honestly, yeah, I am.
Okay. I will refrain from killing people that are capable of shuffling off the mortal coil.
At least let them do it naturally.
Okay.
Anyways, I mean, yes, you make the point. We do need to figure out what is going on. I don't really understand a lot of what he said or what he was talking about. Does anyone have any passing familiarity with who it is he could have possibly been worshiping?
Inner beauty.
You are all allowed to make a judgment roll for this if you'd like.
And I roll with fate's disfavor based on Bane from the previous session.
Bingo.
That's right.
I believe I also have Fate's disfavor left over from last episode.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't,
handing it
and I
out.
rolled a 4.
All right.
I got 6 the hard way, plus 1 is a 7. So I get a thread.
Well, that's good.
Yay.
I got a 4.
Also, I'm going to mark that I
3.
told an unnecessary lie when I told Megan that Mary says hi, because that's not, there was
I
no
liked
reason to
it.
lie right there.
That's
And
fair.
There really
very
was
unnecessary.
nothing accomplished by that, other
No.
than now Mary wants to punch you even more.
But
And Mary-
Megan feels good that her friend said
I mean,
hi.
I think that was a mildly socially lubricating lie.
Yeah.
It
I
makes the
suppose.
whole social situation a little smoother. The WD Fibby.
Oof.
I'm
Ouch. That
using
one.
that forever. Did you hear the yoink sound? And my brain sucked that up and was like, this for the future.
Really given.
All right. So, Abria gets to ask me 2 questions. Everyone else gets to ask me 1 question and prepare for the worst.
Oh, that's fun. Why did the cultist what are we trying to figure out? Sorry, I just got real Megan for a second.
You're trying to figure out, well, last week when you found this blind cultist stabbing the goddess of one woman's insanity, you turned him into a human piñata. and now you're doing the kill first, ask questions later thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, that's something I can legitimately do. I could legitimately just ask the spirit
could've.
of the cultist
That's
a
true.
question,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I think is what I'm going to do when it's my turn.
got it.
Okay. In the sense of like trying to figure out who this cultist worshipped, who's responsible for this cultist?
The way he described this being, he talked about it with radiant beauty, and apparently it was so pretty it made him go blind.
Like the sun?
It could be the sun.
I mean, we have a lot of that from our Pantheon. Like, Artemis is always on that.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
every time
Peaks
she
on
takes a
point.
bath, it's all of a sudden someone looks at her and, like, turns into something or goes blind. I think
It's
she
a
has
whole
a thing
thing.
about it.
She really does.
Like,
I
she's
respect
going
it.
out.
Then I guess, how is this person important to our weave? Just to have a stronger sense of like how their actions affected what we're here doing.
Megan, you haven't decided your domains yet. You know some of them. You know you are definitely one of athleticism and possibly and definitely one of violence and rage. One thing though is, had you not done what you did, this man would have hurt someone. He would have hurt one of you. You know that.
Yeah, and I think Megan just sort of like shrugs and like is honest in her apology to having upset Will, but doesn't regret. Like, yeah,
No regrets.
no regrets.
Yep. No rugrats.
Yep. And then she sort of folds her arms across her chest, steps back, lets the rest of the group do the think thing.
All right. So, Finn?
I am gonna who made this person? I'm gonna like look up just basic
His parents.
Yeah, but I'm gonna like look up like you know, like any information I can find on the web about like this one individual. And bear in mind that I rolled a 5 and I'm -1 judgment.
Yeah. No. So I get to do what's called a hard move. And I'm going to say you will have your question answered, then I'm going to be an asshole. So, first, your question. This man was named Thomason Lee. And he was a nobody, as far as you can tell. He had a couple odd jobs here and there. He never seemed to hold a position for more than maybe 6 to 8 months at most. You find a couple homeless shelters he was associated with. He has no living family. And that's when your computer starts getting a little glitchy. And as it begins to glitch out, you see what looks like a tiny cartoon you being hung.
You know, I mean, we have a lot of fun here. Do a lot of things. I feel like I'm a jovial guy. I let a lot of things slide, but when you start messing with my computers, like he's just gonna look at his laptop and say, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to destroy you and everything you that hold dear. And then he's just gonna snap his laptop over his knee and throw it. It's like, great.
Yes.
Did you just yell at the internet?
No, I yelled at whatever this thing is that thinks it can mess with my stuff. All right?
What
There's
happened?
certain lines I don't cross. You know?
Wait, you can dish the hack and you can't take it?
Because they're not... If they were hacking... If they could legitimately push past my firewalls and my security, that That'd be impressive. This is not what this is. This is clearly someone using magic to break through my security, and that's
Right, which you never do to other people.
No, I could do that. I could do that. I don't use magic. I use my superior hacking prowess.
It's magic.
Not when I do it.
Noted. Your hacking is oh so very mundane.
Thank you. It's not mundane, it's superior.
All right. Bells. You also failed the roll, so you get to ask one question, and then I get to be an asshole.
Yes, though this at least is protected.
Yes, it is.
So, gazing upon beauty too bright is, if not my direct domain, at least adjacent. We're in the neighborhood.
Fair enough.
So I guess there's a sort of where did this person come from? In the like, wait, who's doing beauty stuff and also some violent fuckery?
There's a handful of gods that come to mind. Your mom, for one, and for once in my life, I get to say that without being a jerk. Your mom does come to mind. There's also, I don't know, I'm trying not to laugh about it too. A lot of the Greek gods, as you mentioned, have that sort of je ne sais violence to them. You also know some of the Aztec gods are similar, if not exact, along with a handful of the Loa. The very little you know of them. Really, almost every Pantheon has a handful of I'm too pretty to look at figures.
I mean,
How much of that information do you share with the class?
I'll share pretty freely.
Okay.
As I brace for impact, but yes.
Yeah.
I am actually going to take this. Here's the ball of pain, and I'm just going to put it right here. It's right next to me.
Good.
And I'm going to use this later. I'm going to use this.
Bury it, delay it, pretend like it doesn't exist,
No.
and that it will certainly never bite you on the ass
No.
tenfold when it comes back. It's the Bells de Moy way.
I'm just going to pet it. It's being pet as we move on to Will. Will, we can't hear you.
So I know you asked us to do a judgment roll, but I actually have a move that I can use for this instead, but it doesn't go from judgment, it goes from awe. I'm happy to keep the roll that I had, just so that we don't screw with that. But can I use the mechanic that's based on the ask questions later instead of the judgment roll?
I am actually going to let you re-roll because you remembered you had this move. There's no reason you would just do a judgment roll. You would have asked the corpse. So I will let you re-roll.
Okay, I'm still going to use Fate's Disfavor so that
That's fair. I appreciate that. Thank you.
slightly better, but I still fail, so a 6.
Okay. So what happens on ask questions later?
On a 6 or less, you take 1 harm to ask 1 question, or you can let it go. As Will is listening to Bells kind of explain this, and the mention of the Loa come up, I think that that's going to kind of prompt Will to look around, knowing that the spirit of this cultist is probably still nearby and hasn't moved on just yet, because they're pretty freshly dead.
You can tell them freshly dead. They're all over Megan's shoes.
Yes, and
Nothing about this feels fresh.
Is there any way that we can like help you with a provide aid roll so you can get to success to do your move?
Oh, no. Like I'm more than happy to take the harm for the question. It's only the one question, and it's mostly just, are you serving any of the Loa? I want to know if my family did this fuckery to my grandpa.
For a brief moment, the man reappears. He kind of climbs out of the cavity Megan created on his chest, and you can see the ectoplasmic being that is now him. It's gooey, to put it lightly. When he opens his eyes and mouth, all that comes out is a blinding white light, almost like he's a jack-o'-lantern on steroids. And Will, you ask him the question about the Loa, and the answer you get is a very very definite no.
Well, that at least marks one thing off the list, and at least I don't have to have a very stern talking to with my cousins.
Could still be ours.
Yeah. Could be.
I mean,
Have we heard the thing about potentially being one of the Aztec Pantheon for anything else?
this isn't the first time that they came up.
Well, once is one thing, twice is another thing. I guess we look for the third time.
Bare minimum for statistical significance.
After you mention Aztec Pantheon, I slap Finn on the arm and say, like, hey, if it's Aztec and it's like a like a sacrifice thing, then is my murder ironic?
You know what? Yeah, I think under those specific categories, I would say yeah, irony does solidly apply if you're using a death cult, especially if you're using it to summon his master.
Sweet.
Is it ironic to kill a member of a death cult?
Feels like what they signed up for. TBH.
It does. It's like rain on your wedding day, or the good advice you just didn't take. I'm not sorry.
I think resurrecting a death cult is definitely.
That is ironic.
Yeah.
That is definitely ironic.
Definitely.
I do not have the ability to resurrect the dead, unfortunately. Anyways,
We don't need to get into that.
You don't want to resurrect this thing because there's about 3 pieces of them.
Wait, didn't you bring Fling back that one time?
I think I brought myself back, and
That's
I think
right.
I could do it again to somebody else if I wanted to. Not 100%.
Hey, if
Let's
I
be
die, for
judicious
sure, bring me back.
Oh yeah,
With our extrajudicial killing.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then maybe it won't apply.
I'm not going to bring this person back, but I bet I could.
It's at this moment Victor arrives with the mop. He just turns the corner because he has the power to just appear anywhere in the hotel. Okay, what's the... Oh my god.
Drip.
you have no end of messes to clean up with us in your hotel. Sorry about that.
At least I brought the Bonami. How did you... Is that his... Are those his ribs?
Yeah. It's like, so you grab, because it's cartilage, so it's easier. And then you just sort
I'll
of bring
see
it.
you all later. This is a good time for me to get changed, actually. Drip, drip.
Yep, definitely.
Freaking
need
Carrie
to
over here.
take this off and maybe bathe for like 6 hours. I'll see you all later too.
Like I was saying, and then you just sort of pull outward, and then you push with your thumbs. Fade out on her just being weird and gross.
Oh, no. We are definitely fading out with Megan giving a very in-depth description on how she eviscerated this man to poor Victor, who has to clean it up now.
Like
And
all
Flynn,
athletes,
who's
she's
very
actually...
I'm very attentive. I'm like, really? Oh, wow.
Like all athletes, Megan is somewhat of a genius at anatomy and physiology because she's injured all of those pieces before. So she's like, nope. And then you just kind of get under the tensor fascia latte and just pop from there. It's great.
All right.
Sam knows exactly what the fuck is up.
Athlete with Ehlers-Danlos? Oh, yes, friend.
Yikes. So, now it is noting, I'm very tired, everyone. I didn't have my monster today. It is worth noting that Bells and Will, you're on different floors. Your hotel rooms were put on the 4th and
And the third, yes.
Fourth
I'm
and third
on
floor,
the
yeah.
arts floor.
Yes.
Just like me in college.
Funny that. Bells, what does your room look like?
I think we're going back to the traditional. It's the From the Sea. Like, it's very classic in art. We have low key. There's an original Botticelli here. Like, we don't have to make a thing of it. It's a family heirloom thing. But yeah, sort of the take on it is like that, but Malibu. So like very beach, like Los Angeles beachy,
Mm-hmm.
kind of cottage aesthetic, but as a vehicle for the oh gosh, Anatomian. I can't remember the epithet for Aphrodite from the sea. There's a specific one.
Oh.
I'll find out later.
I can tell you're excited giving commentary, but you're muted.
No, I know. I'm doing it on purpose. It's me just being like, how dare Sam like know that to have forgotten it?
Fair enough. Bells, it's an interesting thing. The first time you saw your room, it was just a hotel room, and now it's this. Your view is not of the bizarre void desert that everyone else sees. What you see instead is, well, it looks like the Santa Monica Pier.
I mean, I guess the arts floor kind of knows how to decorate.
Makes sense.
There's a little bit of Bells is just like, something's going nice and right and pretty in this hotel that has been full of a lot of very upsetting ugly.
No, it's been a very ugly place so far. That is true, even though it's a beautiful hotel.
Yeah. I try not to think of the Lord of the Dance right now.
Yeah.
Not thinking of it, not thinking of it, not thinking of it. Not pretty thoughts. Put those away. We don't need those.
There's a knock at your door.
Just a moment.
You're greeted with an elderly woman. Her hair is stark black and kept in a tight bun, and she looks like she's from possibly the 1800s.
Hi, may I help you?
Hello, are you Bells?
I am. And with whom do I have the pleasure?
Oh, I rarely leave my room on the 4th floor, you see. I'm the grandmother. It's lovely to meet you. Tell me, were you with the Lord of the Dance earlier?
Yes, I was. Why?
Oh, he's a very, very dear friend of mine, and when I heard what happened to him, I rushed straight down here.
My friend said that he still had a pulse and he should recover.
Oh, that's lovely to hear, dearie. That's lovely to hear.
Would you like to come in? I can get you some tea or
no,
something.
I have to be on my way. I just what happened exactly?
Well, I didn't really see anything. It's just the lights went out. And when the lights came up, my friend made sure I didn't really see what happened.
Oh, you poor thing.
Not at all. Are you doing okay to have a friend go through this? Honestly.
Oh, I've seen horrible things in my time, dearie. When you're a forgotten god and when you're not forgotten, the things you see, they'll break you.
And yet here you are, unbroken.
You can't break what's already been broken. Maybe you can. I'm just an old woman after all. She takes your hand and pats it gently. I'll be seeing you. Do take care.
And you. May I make an insight check?
Please do.
Thank you.
We don't really have insight in this game, but we certainly have.
We can pierce the veil.
Yes, you can pierce the veil.
But in the particular nature of...
Let's see how good your judgment is.
Shoot. Good.
Oh.
I know. 11.
Well, shoot. Ask 3 questions.
Shoot, I have to have 3 questions about this lady. All right, cool. What does this person want with me?
They want to know where you are right now.
Why did this person just verify my location?
Because it would be really bad for you to be in 2 places at once.
What is the greatest danger with this person?
Sometimes gods lie.
Wonderful. Good. That vibed, and I played adequately dumb. Wonderful.
Yeah, no, before we get really dark and I make things so much worse, we have a few toasts to address. First up from Warrior Books, Divine Charm, Epic Speed, an animal companion or 2, or 5, or 6. Who knows? Season's still young. Will could get themselves a whole Pokemon team by the end of this.
152 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah. And a puzzle box. Will, Flynn, Megan, and Bells will have no trouble solving these murders. But will it be so easy to handle their feelings? No. No. To the players, may your dice be brave and have fun all. Thank you, Warrior Books. Amen to that.
Thank you. I don't have a drink. I'm so thirsty.
Be Right UK. It's coming up to the midnight hour here, and I'm about to be enchanted yet again by great players and storytelling. Thank you, Be Right UK. Amen to that. FT Kaiboy. Here we are on a Monday morning-ish between midnight and 3 a.m.-ish. Damn. Just doing what demigods do. Be godly. Amen to that. And get some sleep.
Send me a guinea pig.
You are not the first to say to poor Kai, and nor will you be the last.
Definitely not.
Kai is the one with cool guinea pigs, right?
Yes.
Email me a guinea pig.
I'm sorry, did you say email me a guinea pig or email me a guinea pig?
Guinea pigs, or it didn't happen.
Walked right into that one.
There we go.
Cat Me Gordon. That's a lot of fun to say. To the Herald, my fave GM ever. Abria, who always makes me laugh. Eric, who gave me one of my fave COVID quarantine memories. Oh, we all need good ones of those. Aki, who saved my marriage. Aki, what did you do?
Excuse, I did what?
They don't want to brag publicly.
Aki,
no.
Be understood. Shh. They're being moms. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about what a big deal they are.
All right. And Sam, who makes me smile with my whole heart. Amen to that. Aki, I have questions now, but...
So do I. I don't know what we're talking about.
Gentle NB doesn't tell.
I've never
all
been
I'm taking
married,
from this.
but Aki saved my marriage.
Yep.
And from Chovixani. Heart, BLM. Heart, pride is never over. Heart, stay blessed by the ancestors. Heart, Black lives do matter. And the first pride was a riot. Amen to that.
That's what's up.
All right. Oh, and subscriber unlocks. That's right. If ever you want to subscribe to the channel, you can make a good life decision and give me a reroll, which I will use fairly and justly. I'm a good person. Or you can be a fool of a toque and just make a bad life choice and throw away this wonderful opportunity saving throw offers
I'm
you
sorry.
Always do the bad idea.
I'm sorry.
by giving your rerolls to the players.
If he hadn't have dropped that bucket, Gandalf would have stayed Gandalf the Grey, and they would have lost, and the whole world would have. So if in actuality, Peregrine took save the world. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
Fight me.
Just because you don't call him Pippin doesn't make you better than everyone else. I'm going to throw that out there real fast. Second,
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm
Gabriel.
100% with you, and I accept your thesis.
one of these days we're going to have
This
a
is why
watch
we're the
party of
same
Lord of the
person.
Rings.
Oh no. Oh, it's Lord of the Rings? No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
No, I'm
all right.
good.
Yeah, it's kind of a
I'm
honky
great.
sausage fest.
I'm super tight over here and not that.
Fair enough. But JD2607, see, they're a good person who like has beautiful skin and got their taxes in on time, and they gave me a reroll. They gave a reroll to me because I'm worth it, and they're worth it.
Is
Thank
this how
you.
I sound? Because it's great. Is this me on a Tuesday? I'm very into it.
Meanwhile, we have these silly people who decide to be silly people and do silly things with their lives. Oh, look at me. I'm Uri Fen. I'm giving a reroll to the table like a dum-dum. Or
Sorry,
I'm
we're all
Right.
sitting here pretending to be other people, and they're the silly ones.
Yes, absolutely. Like Be Right UK, who gives a reroll to the table, like a very silly person. Or Kai or Aya, who gives one to the table. I'm sorry, Kai or Aya, are you or making a bad choice? Because you are, you give it to the table. And Gray They, you know what? You might be a Gray They, and you're a Gray They who's making a bad life decision by giving another reroll to the table.
You don't
You are
even
silly
roll
people.
dice.
Yeah, I know. That's why I need them. I need them. Okay? I have a need for more cowbell and reroll tokens. And right now, there's only one person giving me that, and it's not these silly people.
We have 4.
You guys do have 4.
I'm
That is
keeping
right.
track.
Good. 4 for you, 1 for me. So for
I
every
forgot to
4,
write that one down. Whoops.
oh, whoops. Yeah, that's why I write them down too. So for every 4 people making a bad life choice, there's 1 person making a good life choice. Just remember that out there. Don't be these 4, be this one. Yeah, I went there. So, after popping my microphone, we cut down to the 4th floor. Well, what's your hotel room look like now?
Honestly, I think it still just looks like a regular hotel room right now. Will hasn't really been in a good mental place for most of all of this, so I don't think they have yet to really imprint anything onto the room. And I don't think that they realize that they can. So they just haven't. I think the first thing that and since we obviously skipped the really awkward elevator ride where Will and Bells were actually in the same elevator for the whole time, I think that once they get off the elevator and head to their room, they kind of because they get off before Bells does. I think they just sort of shuffle out and head to their room and immediately just start filling the tub with water, and they're kind of just sitting on the toilet, and they're basically twisting their hair up because it's the only way to keep it from getting wet, and there are no shower caps large enough to cover this head, so I think that they've been trying to source a plastic bag to put over it instead, which has yielded mixed results. All they can find is the really cheap kind of bags that the help or that room service puts in the garbage cans next to the
This bucket bag works better than you think.
So they're making do with that. I mean, hey, I know how this works. I've had to do it too. I used to have hair.
That and a hairband just around it
Yep. So they basically start finagling that into a shower cap, and they're mostly just kind of sitting there waiting for the tub to fill so that they can take a bath and not think about how weird this has all been.
And that's when there's a knock at your door.
They turn off the water so that the tub doesn't accidentally overflow in case this takes a while. And they go to the door and they throw the safety latch on and open it up. What's up?
It's Bells. Hi, can I come in?
Yeah, sure. Do you need some tea or coffee or something?
No, I'm good. It's hotel coffee. We both know it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, sure. Right. I mean, I probably could do something to make it taste
You don't have to
better.
do anything.
Um, do you want to sit down?
They go over to the bed and take a seat.
What's going on?
I've missed you.
I missed you too. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
It's just that you and I haven't said more than 2 words to each other since we got here, and now suddenly you're on my bed and you're telling me you miss me. That Bells never comes and talks to me first. I always have to go to them first. Always. Who
Well,
are you?
I'm Bells.
I repeat what I said before. Bells never comes and talks to me
Yeah,
first.
well, maybe I'm done being selfish. Maybe I'm done being the selfish one in the relationship and the one who gets everything and just expects you to constantly do everything.
That sounds like something I would say. Who are you?
At that, Bells begins to smile. And the smile continues to grow until it has cut their face in half. The head opens like it's on a hinge, and you see rows and rows of sharp teeth that are glowing bright, and they dive at you. What do you do?
I'm gonna throw myself at my door and try and get out of the room.
Okay, act under pressure. Bing!
Okay, I have a very good metal roll, so this should be fine.
Metal as fuck.
I am indeed metal as fuck. Okay. Except I rolled the shittiest roll I could roll. Can I please have a reroll?
You may use one of the rerolls that these silly viewers decide to give you and not me.
Slightly better. So that's going to be a 10.
Okay, on a 10.
No, sorry, a 9.
Okay.
No, a 10. A 10. A 6 and a 1, it's a 10. Plus 3, because I have the metal. It's a 10.
Okay. So on a 10, you do it with no problem. You throw the door open, and this thing claiming to be Bells continues to give chase. Its arms bend back and around, and it's climbing on the wall, and it's chasing you from the ceiling, knocking the lights on the roof of the hallway.
I run towards the elevator. And as I'm running, I'm fiddling in the pouch at my belt for, a couple of Pokeballs.
Yes. Out of curiosity, do they just look like Pokeballs, or are they like...
You know what I am.
Irony is dead.
Of course they look like Pokeballs, and Flynn made them for me.
Fair enough.
All right, so I pop out Ahoro's and flick it into the air.
They also have accurate Game Boy sounds when used in all capacities.
I flick it up in the air, and Ahoro pops out of it and goes, "I have a problem."
You have a problem? I live in a what the fuck is that? I thought you two broke up.
Like I said, no, that's not them, and they would never be that ugly. So please, can you help me out here?
All right. Hold your. I was gonna say horses, but you don't have one of those yet.
Could I get one of those? That's beside the point. Please.
All right, I'm on it. Ahoro goes flying at the Bell's creature, causing it to fall from the ceiling, and it slams into the patterned carpet of the hallway, writhing. Bell's the Monster. That's a much better name. Thank you, Sam. The Bell's the Monster crashes into the carpet, Ahoro is going for a new strategy. Instead of fighting the thing, it's just gonna, Bugs Bunny this thing for a while. If you wanted to smite it, you're gonna have to roll to smite.
I think at this point, actually keeping it occupied is a good idea, because I need to see if I can get anybody else down here, because this is a clue. This is a potential lead to something. So while Ahoro is keeping the Bell's the Monster occupied, I am going to call Flynn.
All right, Flynn, how many phone calls from Mary have you ignored?
I've set up a artificial voice thing to answer in my voice, like when she calls. It listens for key phrases, obviously, so if there seems like there's distress, but mostly an automated life decoy. It goes to most of them.
Cool. After about the third time, she texts you and says, "I know you sent me to a robot, you motherfucker."
Not a robot. Automatic life decoy.
I am going to hurt you. All caps.
Probably could.
Oh, she could. And that's when your phone goes off, and this time it's Will.
Yep. Okay, then I pick it up.
We have an issue down here.
All right. Where?
Fourth floor. Something that Megan can happily kill, and it won't be a problem. An actual monster. So
like if I'm standing near Megan, I'm just gonna go, "Hey kid, you like violence?"
What? Yeah, what?
And I walk towards the elevator.
Megan will just follow.
That said, before we kill it, we need to figure out where the hell it came from. So I'm gonna try and tie it up first.
I acknowledge that message, but I do not relay that information.
That means when I don't hear you repeat what I say, Will's like, "Oh shit, we don't have much time." Hey, Horo!
Okay, you know that bit where Elmer Fudd has a mallet or something, and Bugs Bunny pops it over here, he swings, he's missing, he's over here now? Ahoro has mastered that.
Yeah. So we need to tie this thing up and get it in my room before Megan comes down here and disposes of it.
Oh, well, I know you miss them, but not like this.
Bells is here. The real Bells is here. We'll talk about it later. Can you please tie them up and put them in my room?
I'm fine. I'm trying, but we are talking about this. I swear, you start living in a Pokeball, you miss all the good stuff. I need a metal roll from you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is this perform under pressure again?
Absolutely.
That is a 9.
Okay. There is a complication. Do you want me to choose it, or do you want to choose it?
Ahoro will take a harm. It's fine.
Okay. So Ahoro manages to mostly hog tie. You don't know where he got the cowboy hat, but it's very cute. And what he thinks he has it done, it grows another arm, grabs Ahoro, and just softball pitches him. And he goes flying past you with a nice Doppler fuck. Fuck!
Thank you. And then I'm going to start doing the work of trying to get DeMonster into my room, throw them
Right.
on the
This
little
is definitely
chair.
going to be a perform under pressure.
Uh-huh. I can do this. That's an 8.
Okay. What's
just
your
give her-
complication?
The result is only partially effective, or it takes longer than it should. Actually, it takes longer than it should seems to be the right call here.
Well, on a 7 to 9 on perform under pressure, there's a complication. So
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It takes longer than it should. That's the complication.
Oh, okay. All right. So every time you think you almost have this thing, it grows another bell's head or another arm or 2 more arms or a couple legs. It's one time it grows another mouth and it tries to bite you with its hand. Bells.
No, stop.
Bells, where are you?
Oh, we've got some lo-fi beats playing. It's a bubble bath. There are candles. Much like the bath that Will was supposed to have had, I likewise covered in blood. Can't hear any of this. It's the classic cutaway.
Absolutely. I love it. It's perfect. All right. So
it is also happening a floor above you, so feasibly you wouldn't hear it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And I think there's just the need of some bubble. And gosh, what's being a demigod if you can't just have a nice bath? Honestly.
Apparently, the situation I'm in.
So Megan and Flynn, you get off the elevator on the 3rd floor and you see what can only be described as an abomination from hell. Fighting
is this
with
on the
Will.
3rd floor or the 4th floor?
4th. I'm on the 4th floor.
4th floor, I apologize.
Okay.
Yes. There's also Horo. He is upside down in a planter and he's trying to get his head out of the dirt.
Is this in Will's room or
this is in the hallway? You can see this
dope.
perfectly.
Yeah.
They're obviously trying to get the creature into their room. I need to ask this thing questions, and it's to stop that. Fucking stop.
And Megan just starts to laugh, and as she slams her javelin into the ground for a move that I'll explain in a second, you just kind of hear her cackle in this low voice. You're good at asking questions of dead things. And I want to use practical tactical brilliance. And I think the way it goes now, I want to kind of dress it up a little more.
Ooh, please do.
As she hits her javelin on the ground, runnels of gold energy that look like gold marbling, veins in marble, kind of spread out across what she has deemed to be the battle area. And she kind of just cracks her neck, and there's this wash of energy, and she feels connected. I have consecrated this area as a battlefield. Let's get to work. And she looks calm and excited and kind of coiled and ready to fight. So that can be my action for this round.
Nice.
I have to roll for it though.
Oh, yes. Give me a roll. I knew that.
To roll.
I knew that.
I'm going to use a reroll because I only rolled a 5. I don't like that. I want more holds, please. There we go. I rolled an 11 plus 4 is a 15. So I'll hold 3 and can just use them whenever for cool stuff.
I actually have good news for everyone. Rerolls for the table. Yes, we have gotten 5 more rerolls that are available to everyone, including me. Yes.
No, thank you for that.
Yes.
No, I don't think you have that.
No, it's in my contract. It's in my rider. It's in my Flynn rider.
Flynn hacked it. It's a Flynn rider now.
Mm-hmm.
That was very good.
You stole my joke.
I'm sorry. Flynn hacked that too.
That's why you and Eric are so connected.
This is a pre-show goof that will not die. It's too good.
Never die. It'll never die. All right. So you have made the hallway into a battleground, much like love itself. Flynn, what are you doing?
I am gonna go to this Cronenberg nightmare, and just
It is definitely Cronenberg.
yeah, and stand close by and just go, I don't know what you are or what your intentions are. I will tell you that Megan is one of the best people I know at extracting information from people who don't want to give information. So if you want to just, I mean, you seem to be able to like grow bits, and she's going to love that. So if you could just like, I don't know, make this easier on all parties, because I have to clean up a lot of the mess that she leaves behind, and it's and I don't enjoy it that much. So you're doing me a favor, really, if you just kind of, start talking. And I would like to use I would like to sway someone using fake news, which when I tell half truths or outright lies, I with my silver tongue, I get fate's favor.
You haven't cleaned anything in your life.
No, I've never once cleaned
And we
anything.
definitely have people here who are better at extracting information than Megan.
These were
I
the
mean,
lies.
If I
you know what? I'm going to
organs.
remember this. I'm going to use this real quick, Pop. I'm going to use this really fast, and we're going to cut away up to Victor, who's currently mopping up Megan's mess, making that hallway look beautiful. And that's for Steven. That's just for me, because I want to appreciate the people who actually do the cleaning. I didn't have to clean a toilet recently. What are you
Listen,
implying?
Flynn has never once cleaned anything. He pays people to do it, but he pays them well because he knows it's a shit job that he doesn't want to do, and it's not really his money usually.
You bourgeoisie monster.
Okay, so with fate's favor, that's a 9 to sway
Okay.
someone.
On a 9 to sway someone. Let's see. On a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but they'll demand some kind of price. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give you a bit of information for free. This is not a god, and this is not a human. Now, all the eyes, and there are many now, turn to look at you, Flynn. And the mouths begin to cackle. In different octaves and times and voices. They're all bells, but none of them sound right. I am an angel. I outrank you.
Ooh.
Cool. Megan, you're up.
Oh, thank you. Can I go?
Yes, I am just going to say, for the sake of clarity, if you were to appease it, it would do it, and that would be its price.
I know, but I don't want to.
No, because you're a horrible liar who lies.
I thought I could get free information, but if I have to work for it, no, I'll just let Megan do all the stuff she likes to do.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for honoring me with this fun.
What do you mean you're an angel?
Yep, that's the part you figure out.
Oh,
You're gonna want to.
Will just backs up
This
into
will be-
their room and
No.
closes the door.
I will say, Will, if you would like to make asking the question your action for the turn, I will allow that.
Yeah.
I'll walk slowly forward. She's not going to run. She's in a controlled situation.
Oh, no. Megan, you're walking slowly. Your wings are coming out. The lights are popping. It's
Yeah.
very dramatic. It's very Hannibal.
Yeah,
I've never seen Hannibal. I just assume.
Flynn
I'd
is
like
going
to
just
try
start
and
filming.
pierce the veil.
Pierce the veil.
God, my rolls are kind of so average today. 7.
Okay, you could ask 2 questions.
What does this person want with me?
All right, you ask this thing what it wants with you, and it begins to cackle. There's nothing tastier than the flesh of a demigod.
Who is responsible for this thing?
I am of my own actions, though I serve someone great and powerful.
Great, I'll ask more questions later. And Will backs up and slams the door shut and lets Megan do what she does. They don't have to see it. They don't want to.
No.
Megan's gonna walk up and just knock on the door. May I?
That's why I closed the door. I don't want to see it. And
Okay.
actually, but yeah, I need a body to ask questions later.
Plausible deniability. Anyways, can you keep it in the in this corner where there's more light?
Oh, yeah, no problem. And
Are you putting this on TikTok?
She's gonna move her wing out of
No.
the way and then attack.
World Star.
All right, I only rolled a 7 on the dice, but I get to add 4.
God
I
damn.
have a
All
plus
right.
4 to prowess. And that's 11. Could have been better. That's fair. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna use a reroll.
All righty.
Just to see. I would like more, please. Yeah, that'll do.
What'd you
Got
get?
13 exactly.
All right. And do you have this move that's godlike?
I do.
I thought you did.
I did. So I'm gonna do all of the things from the list.
Cool.
Smite your enemies. And if I could play with the order a bit here, I want to take something from my enemy, which is one of those extra arms. And I'm going to take it off. And that's what I'm going to use for my epic weapon, because I have polyarmory and I'm literally using an arm. Anything I attack with is an epic weapon. So I'm going to
You're going to beat a motherfucker to death with his own arm.
Yeah. So I do that. So
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's nice when they just grow a switch.
So you get the thread for Be Epic, right?
I'd say so.
Oh my God, thank you. Sweet. And I didn't start this fight, but I'll finish it later. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and then exchange harm, protect myself, crush them. So another +1. So I think it's up to +6. Take it, get an advantageous position, and make an opening for a friend.
Okay. I will say this.
Mhm.
I will need you to roll to take grievous harm.
Totally fine.
This
We
will be
love
with a
to see it.
4.
Okay. Yep. So this would be 4. Is that including the protect myself -1?
Yes.
Okay. So I also have armor and a shield. So that goes down to 1. Anyway, I rolled a 5. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. I don't remember how this works.
Nothing happens. You are
Okay, yeah.
God damn. All right. So
I put all my points in hit stuff.
you really did.
I did.
You did. And you hit the hell out of this thing. And you keep hitting it. And keep hitting it. And keep hitting it. And keep hitting it. And keep hitting it.
Then what happens?
And she keeps hitting it.
But what I want to do is I did hear someone at some point before the bloodlust kind of made my ears not work as well anymore, said needed for questioning. So we're going to try to do some sort of, there's a lot of arms here, but we're going to see how many of them we can like run up and kind of hold them.
All right. So how much damage did you do to this thing?
I believe it's 6 harm.
Okay. It's still standing.
Yeah, of course. That's fair. It was only 1 hit. I swear to God, if I become One Punch Man, this game will become unplayable.
One punch!
I could see Megan just walk around bored, like ready to oh yeah.
Oh.
Just walks to the grocery store and is sad.
We'll get you a little yellow jumpsuit. It'll be cute.
Yeah, she'd shave her head for that for sure.
All right. So it's still standing. Flynn, what do?
Is it seem like it's still a threat?
Do you want to ask
Yes.
me questions?
Okay. Flynn's gonna go. My friend here has a very unique set of skills that she is wonderful at. She hasn't started to show those yet. This is her warm up. So I would like to ask you and remind you that should you perceivably choose to volunteer information to us, that we will stop hurting you. I will let you leave here, and no further harm will come to you from us.
Make a roll.
That is a half truth.
Can I provide aid for this?
No, you're too busy beating this thing to death with its own arm.
I'm just headbutting a weird, like, extra bell's head in the back, like, stop.
I got a 12. I'm not quite godlike. That upsets me.
Use a reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a reroll to see if I can't get it up to a
Crit
full...
fish.
No.
Oh,
So 12 is the highest I get. I couldn't be godlike.
The Bells the monster lets out a small laugh this time. You've proven yourself to be relentless and inhuman and uncaring, and I
Oh my god, thank
respect
you.
that. You both are on your way to being wonderful gods. How can I serve you?
Betray your master?
Done.
All right. And then I'll just like tap on the door, like, they're ready for you.
Are they still alive?
Yeah.
That's shocking. Okay. Will opens the door.
Great.
What
You
the-
see the Bells the monster. It is now a bloody Cronenbergian nightmare from hell.
I don't know. Still cute. Megan's kind of into it.
I'm going to need you to perform under pressure to talk to this thing.
Sure. Yeah, it looks like a monstrosity who is also the one and only person I love. So this
I'm
is
not
not
saying
great.
this is your id. I'm saying this is something from your nightmares.
Yes. Like I said, really middling rolls today. That's a 9.
All right. Do you want me to pick, or would you like to pick?
Go for it.
I'm going to say your next roll is with Fate's Disfavor,
Okay.
because I don't believe you have a mental health track in this game. Which, mind you, is a terrible and ableist thing. Don't put that in your game. But yeah, I would say take 1 harm, but this is... No, we're just going to have you roll with Fate's Disfavor.
So why me?
It begins to fold in on itself, and it no longer resembles bells. It now resembles a clay figure that was never completed.
Megan's getting very annoyed with it getting smaller and less cool looking and, you know, not killing it. I'm just going to throw that out to the group.
I mean, Flynn's fault. Beat him up.
Listen, Flynn told it that we wouldn't harm it, but that was a lie, which is why I rolled with Fate's favor.
I know. Can I
The
make a
fig-
metal roll to see how I feel about this?
Sure, go ahead. See if you hold it together. If you fail this roll, I will have you kill it.
Nah, I got 8.
All right. Yeah, but do you want to pick your problem, or do you want me to pick for you?
Oh, you can pick.
Okay, you take 1 harm as you just bite your tongue, literally, and it's like, oh, blood.
Oh, heck yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Had to be in character.
Yeah.
So, the clay figure makes a face, and it is a very generic face. It has no identifying features other than a mouth and eyes. You're the one who's hurting the most. That makes you easy.
Just make sure Bells doesn't see them. And Will is going to back up into the room again and close the door and go back to their bath.
Cool. So who was your master, by the way?
I served the beauty untold.
And they told you to do this?
No.
Oh. Free agent. I like that. I like people who can operate on their own. You know, they're always seeking opportunities. I like that in a minion. So are they here at the hotel?
By the way, as you mentioned, minion, it gets one eye, and it looks like it's wearing goggles now, you monster.
I will snap you in half. Knock that off. I'm not going to fight a corn pop.
Oh my god, they are corn pops.
They are.
Yes, she is.
Can you get us into the wherever they are?
Her room doesn't exist anymore. But I can take you to where I talk to her sometimes.
Okay.
If you'd like.
Maybe. And does she have like a weakness, like iron or cats or?
No.
What Pantheon is she?
She's a new Pantheon. I'm not sorry.
He said the name of the show.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're...
This is the Leonardo DiCaprio points at the TV screen moment right here.
Yep.
I mean, I'm really bored right now. I don't know what I'm supposed to... Like, normal. I was hoping Will was going to have more questions.
I know, but do you want to keep it as a mini? Hey, can you make your ears go away real quick? Do you want to keep it?
No, I don't want to keep it.
Okay, I didn't know.
That was a lie. Of course it was a lie.
You lie a lot, and it's very convincing.
Yeah, I'm always
Yeah, he does lie a lot.
Who are you
You
talking
hear a
to?
voice at the end of the hallway at the elevator.
I said specifically, don't come here.
I'm going to give
Hold
you
on.
2 seconds to start running, Flynn.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, Mary. I have to, and I'm gonna suplex the clay monster.
Okay. Roll a smite.
Yeah. I rolled very high.
It's very dead.
It's a, yeah.
Well, dead. And
Well, it's not a
though-
god, right? Was it a god?
Not a god, but not exactly a demigod either.
Okay. I would like to, I mean, Flynn and Mary can have their beautiful moment. Megan's
Oh
gonna
no, in the
finish it.
background, Mary is already sprinting towards Flynn.
Yeah, I figured.
Full-
Megan's gonna try
full
real
speed.
hard to finish this off, and she wants a confirmation on her kill.
All
She's
right,
been
cool.
deprived of some fun
Cool.
today.
While Mary is heading towards me, I'm going to pull a small old rotary phone out of my hoodie and say,
Put the fucking phone down,
Operator?
Flynn.
Please. If this works and he goes away, I need Mary to accidentally tackle me because that would be amazing.
Oh no, she's about to drop kick.
Cool, tight.
Yeah. All right. Flynn, I need you to perform under pressure.
Okay.
Thank goodness he's so bad at that.
Yeah. It's fun times.
You might fail.
Here's a question. Would you consider everything happening here to be hijinks of my own accord?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Then
Because Mary chose to come here and Mary chose to come kick your ass.
Yeah, and I'm not creating a distraction right now. I rolled an 8.
Cool. Take your problem as you vanish.
Okay, then my problem...
Or I can pick for you.
How about... Yeah, you pick for me.
Okay, I'm going to say it takes longer than it should. Just enough time for her sketchers to find, what do you call it? The sternum?
Mm.
Yeah, so... You take 2 harm.
We got the one for this season.
Oh, hold on.
It's been a while since Flynn got kicked in the chest, and we got it, y'all.
Yes, take a shot.
Thank you.
I appreciate that so much. However, I will use my practical tactical brilliance. I will take harm in place of a nearby weave member.
Oh,
Because I've used my ascension move twice. I only have 6 harm on my harm track, and only 2 of them are black. The other 4 are red.
And I think
I'm a very fragile man.
In the middle of like Megan just trying to destroy this clay thing at a cellular level, she just reaches up and pulls like Flynn just back enough out of the way so that the hit lands on her instead. And she just like bodies it and continues trying to destroy this clay thing. Like bloody nose, whatever you want, unbothered.
Outside of Will's hotel room, Mary falls with an unelegant thump. And she looks up at you and goes, "What the hell?" as Flynn vanishes.
Yeah. I mean, Megan took the harm, does not acknowledge her, is continuing to just try to obliterate this clay monster, isn't acknowledging Mary.
All right, fine, if we're going to be doing this.
What? No, this is mine. Get away.
You don't want help?
Get your
No.
own.
This one's mine.
Fine, I'm just going to... Fine. Gets up and brushes herself off as she watches you kill the thing. Give me a smite roll.
Yay. I rolled bad. 6 + 4 is 10.
You kill it.
Yay.
I'm just going to say it. Like,
Thank
it
you.
does some harm to you, but barely any, and considering, and you
Give me
kill
harm.
this
I don't
thing.
care. This is fine.
All right, fine. It will do its 4 harm to you.
Okay. -2 from my armor. And is it 2 for armor or 1 for armor?
It's 2 for epic armor.
Okay, so 2 for armor and 1 from the shield. So I'll take 1 more.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me Grievous harm again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does everyone think of General Grievous when they roll this, or is it just me?
No, I think
Hello
of it
there.
too now because I just binged all of Rebels and Clone Wars. It's so good.
I rolled boxcars, which sucks.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take the thread for it though. And I'll take the one for finishing a fight.
Okay. Pick your poison.
Yeah. I don't think there's anyone in the weave in here anymore.
No,
Do you want to pick? Is there one that you like?
I'll pick. I'm going to take a hard move, and I'm just going to put it in my hard move pile.
Cool.
Yes. Mary watches as you kill this thing, and then goes, "Are you done?"
I think she like looks up covered in dust. I don't know what obliterated clay looks like.
It's mostly just dust.
Yeah. And she just looks up and her eyes are like completely covered. Like they're just red all the way through. And she just sort of like snorts and like a little cloud of dust goes. She just gets up and like pushes past Mary.
Good to see you too. Ugh. And that is where we are not going to call game, but we are going to call break. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go anywhere. Bye. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to New Pantheon, a Demigod's actual play here on Saving Throw Show. Now, before we get into anything, I want to bring up another sponsor of ours. You've heard of Hero Forge, and that's awesome, but have you heard of StartPlaying.games? Yes, we have brought the, how do I describe it other than the gig economy for role-playing games? If you want to play something, and you are looking for a GM, this is that. And eventually you might find me on there. Who knows? Wink.
Oh.
Yes, I know. I promise I'm better in person. That's a lie. So
You're
we don't need
wonderful
that
in
self-deprecation in this dancery. Thank you very much.
but I'm very good at it.
Nonetheless, we will ask you to refrain from this wicked talent.
Well, anyway, StartPlaying.games is a proud sponsor of Saving Throw Show, and it's very much appreciated. Go check them out. They're brand new. It's a great site. And before we get to anything else, we have a few toasts to address. First up, from Warrior of Books, Steven. That's me. You are a mad, evil genius who does wonderfully bad things to my feels. Wonderful work. Can't wait to see what else you have in store for the demigods. Good luck to the players. They'll need it. I added that last part. Amen to that. Kontanowari says, to our demigods, herald, and producers. That's Eric. Thank you for being the inspiration that drives yourselves and us to create. A joke, a story, a game, all things that can make our personal worlds better. Also gonna try a one-shot because you make it seem fun. I am glad to hear about that. Please tweet at us how that goes, and amen to that.
Heck yeah.
And Katmi Gordon. I'm always gonna say your name with a little bit of an accent, and I'm not sorry about it. I just wanted my fave divine beings to raise a glass in my memory of my mom, Joanne Becker. Amen to that. And finally, from Monstrosity Jones, I love it when they say the name of the movie. Put it in the trailer. I wish we had a trailer. We totally would.
We have an intro. That's basic.
Amen to that. Yes. And finally, will this D4 decide to give Aki Fate's favor because you have unlocked it? Let's see. It didn't. It gives it to Flynn.
Ooh.
Finally, the white guy gets something.
What I really feel like our show needs is more white heterosexual energy.
It's true. I strive for that every day.
You know, honestly, just walking around the world as like a white guy, like with the confidence of just a mediocre white guy, I cannot tell you how good it feels.
What does it even feel like if I can feel that energy for like an hour?
I can't even imagine walking around like that.
Oh. I see what you did there, and I don't like it.
Also, can we get like a $20 donation goal in order to find out what Sam is sipping the whole time? Because I feel like it tastes really good, and I'm too nervous to ask, so I want to put it behind a paywall.
All right.
I treasure you.
Next $20. Okay, we're gonna raise $20, and if we hit it, Sam will say what's in their drink.
I just want to know so bad.
It's so pink and lovely looking, isn't it?
So like it's like pink and peachy and delicious and
let us. Yeah.
$20, I guess you'll find out.
So I don't know. Please help me.
Very
chat.
much appreciated.
It is very tasty, though.
All right. So, you guys have just killed this creature that was not a god and not a demigod and you don't know what it was. All you know is that it went for Will's metaphorical and literal neck. And Megan killed it real good. And Flynn now knows that his half-sister is hunting him in the hotel. And Belle's got a bath. This is fine.
I have the towel up. I'm like plopping my hair. My nails are redone. I feel good.
Who's getting their bath too, right?
Well, it depends on how you feel about a phone going off and it being your mother. If you're someone like Flynn, it is a bad thing. If you're someone like Belle's, it might not be the worst thing. So Bells, your shell phone is going off, and it is your mother.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, darling. How are you? How are things?
Oh, I'm at the Hotel California. It's an experience.
Oh. Oh, okay. Are you okay?
I look over at my bloodstained dress. About as well as can be expected. How are things with you?
They're fine. They're fine. Me and Hephaestus are well. We just left couples therapy. It's a new thing. We picked it up from the science Pantheon. They're not exactly thrilled to have us around, but I don't give a crap.
Things going well?
No, things are fine between me and your stepfather. Bells, I want to talk to you about something, and it's kind of important. But if you're... do you have time, though?
Yes, always. Yes, of course. Yes. What's going on?
I
think I sort of just like make a space and shove the dress, and like the camera can follow the dress getting shoved to the floor.
Yes. I was wondering if you put any thought into your domain yet.
My domain? I mean,
Well,
it's been bellsdemoy.com forever.
No, darling. Though I will say, the fact that you managed to get the Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook handle for that with the website, brilliant. I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much. I needed the synergy. I just needed it all to be this.
No, your Aunt Athena is all about brand synergy right now.
Well, she's wisdom for a reason.
She is. She really is. No, I mean, darling, you're closer to your ascendancy than not.
I mean, I guess. I figured I would have a lot of time.
Oh, you have time. You have all the time you want, but I want to be involved with these sorts of decisions with you. It's obviously your decision. I just want to help you with that.
You too?
Of course.
Then maybe we should have brunch about it sometime.
Okay, I would love that. That's the lovely thing about the Hotel California. It's like Arcadia. We can just go there. I'm not really sure why you're there. Bloody dress staring at you, judging.
I am here to help a friend. Their grandfather asked for help, and you know me.
Yes, you have a big heart, honey. I just want to make sure you are... Honey, people don't leave the Hotel California. They can. I mean, it's not a prison, but I'm sure you've heard the song. And if not, I'm sure your friend played it for you. You know, the one with the facial hair?
Yes. The guitar solo's all right.
It's a beautiful song. I just don't...
You should hear it in Spanish.
You can't get on this phone. It's the one phone in the universe you cannot get on.
The sweet sound of automatic Flynn cancellation.
Yes. That's literally what the program's called.
So then are you sure you could come here? I could go and meet you. We're just, we're off of Sunset. Maybe, I think we are also on Melrose, about 3 miles over. It looks different every time I look. And no, last time that was Santa Monica Pier. This time it is the Palisades. So we are definitely in a place.
Oh no, it's not hard to get there. I'm not really looking forward to seeing your great-grandfather.
What?
Well, honey, we had to put him somewhere.
I didn't someone eat him or something?
Honey, I also apparently came from a shellfish, and your aunt came out of someone's knee. At a certain point, you have to understand it's not literal, unless it is.
Well, I guess that clears things up.
Good, I'm glad someone understands, because I certainly don't.
So, how many of our relatives from the Titanomachy are here?
Not many. We have your great-great-grandfather. I'm not going to say his name. He is a right bastard, and we are a family of candy-coated bastards, but the candy coating is actually bastard coating. So, yes, he's there. I don't know where, though, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend looking for him.
And I think Bells pulls up the little hotel memo pad that has the list that they took with that
13 floors?
really deeply cheap ballpoint pen, and just sort of skims it and says, I don't really know where he would be either.
Well, darling, I know this place has a lovely brunch, so maybe tomorrow we could do that. You stay safe now, please.
I will. Thanks for calling, Mom.
Of course, I'm just a phone call away, honey.
Bye.
I love you. Bye. Boop.
Heart.
Also, Warrior Book says to getting answers, meaning we hit our unlock. So, Sam, what's in your drink?
Strawberry lemonade. It's delicious.
Oh my God. So good. Thank you.
It's really my favorite. It just because I can drink it all day, and I have for months. It's perfect.
Yes.
And it's pretty colors.
Yeah.
Okay, Flynn, where are you? Because you just matrixed yourself away from your responsibilities. By responsibilities, I mean your sister.
He went into his hotel room.
All right. It looks like a very generic hotel room. It is your first time inside the room.
Okay.
What do you do?
Am I aware that they're supposed to look different?
No.
Okay. Dang. Because I had a whole plan of what it looked like afterwards, but we'll come back to that. So, yeah, he's just going to text Megan, and he's like, is she gone?
Huh. I wonder if Megan responds. I'm going to roll about it.
Okay, roll off.
I rolled very high. Yeah, she responds. I don't know. I walked away.
Cool.
You good?
I mean, for now.
But why did she want to hit you more so than normal?
My mom flew into town.
Okay, but why does that make her violent?
I don't know. I told her specifically not to come here because there was murder.
Oh. Wait, did she bring your mom here?
I don't know. I hope not.
Go find your mom. Ask Victor.
Okay. Hey, Victor.
You call out to an empty room and nothing happens. Okay. I will allow you to roll to bend fate if you'd like.
Well, first he's going to go into the hallway and go, Victor? Victor? Is that not how it's supposed to work? Is there like a hotel phone?
Yes, there is.
He's going to pick it up and go, Victor?
You are tapped on the shoulder.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, you left the door open.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
How you doing? Yeah.
Is my mom here?
That depends. Is your mom kind of angry looking, smokes.
No, that's my sister.
All right. Is she kind of Southern? Charming, likes to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's down at the bar.
What? Cool. Fudge crackers. Okay.
You want me to shoo them out?
No, I don't want you to kick my mom out of this hotel. What's wrong with you?
You're the one who's talking about fudge crackers, man. I'm just trying to assist. It's a hotel. We do stuff like that.
Not to my mom, okay?
Okay, not
She
to
is
your
my
mom.
mommy, and how dare you?
Oh, okay.
We're done here.
All right. Do you want fresh towels or anything?
No.
All right, fine. I'm out.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna
Well,
go to the
he
bar.
drops them on the table.
Okay.
I mean, he drops them on your bed on the way out.
I'm gonna go to the bar then.
So, before you do, on the elevator ride down, Flynn, you have two very distinct memories of turning 13. How did your mom react when you got that letter from your dad?
In the one before everything was changed, I remember mom getting the letter, seeing who it was from, and then just getting very quiet and handing it to me, and then going to a room and crying for a while.
Yeah. And how about the one where he showed up?
It was nice, you know. It was like he had a present, he had a bottle of wine, they chatted.
And how did you react to that?
I think I was happy for the Transformers toys, but I was a kid and didn't know any better.
All right. As you kind of sit with those feelings, the elevator door opens in the lobby, and in the bar, you see your mom. She's dressed well enough, you know, not exactly the pinnacle of fashion. Definitely goes for more of a practical sort of. She shops at Walmart for most of her clothes. She shops at Walmart for most of her things. And she looks over and she gives you a warm smile.
You don't call, you don't write, you barge in. I don't know what you're doing. Who are you hanging out with? These kids are bad influences for you.
Hi, honey. And she gives you a hug. She is not a very tall woman, though. Thank you for the money.
It's not a problem. The person who originally had it didn't need it.
I know. That's why I won't touch it.
Why? You'll do more with it than they ever will.
I didn't earn it.
You did, really, though. If you knew how much of your money goes to people who don't need any more money.
I'm sure it came from a bad person, because I know my son and he's a good person, but it's not mine.
I mean, that's not going to stop them.
I know. And you'll keep fighting the bad guys. Come on. Victor made me this lovely little mojito thing. I don't know. I haven't had a drink since 2003.
So where are you staying?
I'm not staying long. I'm just go ahead and give me a judgment roll.
Okay. Let's see how well I do at that. I don't do a lot of that. Judgment. That's gonna be a 7.
All right. Your mom is very sad.
So it's not like you to just show up. That's new.
I heard from the Ajayis, that you were in town a little while ago, and there was that whole incident with the University of Georgia football stadium, and
You know that they don't pay their student athletes.
I know, honey.
They profit off of them. They sell jerseys, and most of those kids, their kids, can't even afford to get their parents in the games.
I know, baby. I know. It's unjust. I'm aware. But I hadn't heard from you in a long time, and I hadn't seen you in a while, and she tears up a little and wipes her eye. Sorry. Whew. Does not. Honey, you're going to be okay, right?
Yes. Dad.
Yes.
You know how he's not like us. I have become more like him, and it is a transition I cannot stop. And someday I will be not just like him, but in the ways that make him not like us anymore.
I know.
And that day is coming very, very soon.
That's why I'm here. Honey, as soon as I learned what your father was, before you were even born, I knew there was a 50-50 shot that you were either going to grow up and you were going to definitely end up on a government watch list for all the right reasons and probably own 14 billion tech companies around the world, and also cause a financial disaster that most countries will never survive from or rebuild from.
2 out of 3 so far.
Or you were going to end up like your father. And I just wanted to see you again. And I knew if I had called or if I had I wouldn't get to see you.
That's smart.
We both know if you don't want to do something, you don't do something.
Very true.
And if I didn't show up unannounced and got to know your half-sister, it was lovely, by the way, a little angry.
Mm-hmm.
A little angry, but lovely. I don't know if I would get to see you like this again. So it was important to me.
Yeah. No, you were right. Because seeing you only brings home how much of me I've already lost. I died last year. Only for a minute. But like not like oh my heart stopped, but like just dead. And then I came back, and that's what my life is now. And it's only gonna get more complicated, and it's hard to hold on to the other stuff. And it gets increasingly harder. And the more I try, the less I hold on to.
You know, the funniest thing happened last year around your birthday. I remembered when your father first came to visit. And I also remembered him not visiting.
Yep. So yeah, last year I dealt with an entity called a narrator who has creative control over history and reality as itself. And this person had influenced the lives of myself and all of my friends to be in one moment in time 15 years later. El Dorado, that's why it appeared, and that's why I was over there. So yeah, but then in defeating them, reset some things. Time's not exactly the way it was, but many of us still remember the fracture. And that makes about as much sense to me as it makes to you. I just pretend like I understand.
Well, it probably doesn't mean much of anything. I much preferred the birthday where you got to meet him and you got that transforming dinosaur toy.
Grimlock.
If you need to let go of me, I understand, honey.
I won't ever completely let go, but I don't have control. That's the one thing I do know, is that I have no control over anything, that none of us do. That it's all chaos.
Well, I taught you that. The only thing on this planet you can control is yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that and the stock market, apparently.
I mean, it's, if you know, all you have to do is release like get one article semi-viral, and then it just sends it right. Like you can just the futures market it's literally you're taking insurance out on your neighbor's house and then burning it down and collecting the money. It's insane. It's insane that it's legal.
I always thought you'd make a wonderful lawyer.
No, lawyers, that's the problem. Lawyers, they have to work with bad people. Whereas I don't have to work with anyone.
Well, she stands up and puts her arms around you. I love you.
I love you.
Now, I'm going to go find your half-sister. Make sure she hasn't murdered anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I might go stop by Universal Studios or Disneyland before I head out.
Yeah, there'll be tickets waiting for you. Also, like, the faster you can get out of this hotel, because there's like a god that's killing other gods, and it's like a whole thing. So like, you know.
Oh, honey, I just play the good church lady on TV. I don't actually fear anything like that.
I know. That's, where do you think I get it from?
I'm not going to ask you to do anything, because you'll do it if you want to or not, but I do hope you call.
I will.
Okay. With that, your mom doesn't go looking for Mary. She just steps outside onto wherever this place spits her out, and you are sitting alone in a bar with a half-drinking mojito.
I'm gonna down it. I'll go reconvene with my friends.
Victor pops up. You want another one for the road?
No.
Cool.
Can you keep her from entering this building?
Yeah, she's human.
Okay, cool. Because if anything did happen to her, I promise you, you don't know the depths of pain I can cause you.
I get the vibe. So, Flynn, who do you go to first?
I'm gonna seek out Mary.
All right. Bells, your door is being knocked on very violently.
I'm presentable, so I'll open the door. Hello?
Holding the frame and panting as she has been using the stairs and not the elevator. Is he here? Is Mary?
Is who here?
You get 3 guesses, Bells.
You think I would let him in my room?
Oh,
I don't even let him in my phone.
Yes. But you and Will, you're the nice ones. You would try to make sure I didn't murder him. So you might. Actually, you wouldn't. You would not let me. Okay, all right.
He comes back from that sort of thing.
I'm aware. That's why I don't feel bad about it.
So get creative, for heaven's sake.
Fine, I'll give him a swirly.
Be surprised what you could live through.
Did I ever make you listen to Live Through This? By the way, great album, but that's beside the point.
Another time, yes.
Yes.
What's
All right.
going on? Like, what is the proximate cause of this imminent homicide?
Oh, someone decided that I would babysit their mom, I guess. So that was fun, meeting your half brother's mother. I need a fucking flowchart for this family, man. I need a flowchart, and you're Greek. I can only imagine what you had to deal with.
I look up, which I think is probably like preternaturally in the direction of my cousin. Yeah. It's a lot. How did that even happen? The babysitting thing?
Well, okay, so you guys go in here. Mm-hmm. I don't, because I figure I love
Better part of valor, understood.
Yes, I love Nathan, but he didn't ask me. And I remember, oh shit, I have to call my wife. So I call my wife, and she's like, hey, by the way, I keep getting emails, and the Ajayis just told me about someone, and blah, blah, blah. You need to go to the Burbank airport. And I'm like, why do I need to go to the Burbank airport? And it says, oh, Flynn's mom apparently decided to come in. Oh, and I say, why would the Ajayis do that? And she goes, I don't know. He's not wearing a shirt, and he has Go Will on his gut. So Will comes from fine, fun people. I love them. I wish my parents were that supportive, but, you know.
I just turned to the inside of the door, grab on the dresser by the no longer the cheap TV, and just grab another sip of this well-drunk glass of white wine, and back just at the mention of the Ashais and Will and everything.
Yeah.
Just quick.
Yeah.
So
she did not notice.
So your wife volunteered you for something and you're mad at Flynn?
Yes, because I don't want to be mad at my wife, because I love her and she's perfect.
That sounds like some unfair displacement.
I'm aware. But I can beat up Flynn and he'll survive.
We're British, that's how we do.
So maybe the murder isn't called for right now. Maybe you wait until he does something that deserves it.
I'm aware I'm being unreasonable.
Yes.
Can't I just be angry?
I'm the wrong
You can tell
cousin
the
for
dial
that.
is going slowly down.
It's the upstairs cousin for the unreasonable rage.
Ugh. Yeah, so...
I'm the one who reminds you that you love your wife and you love your brother, even though it leads to some awkward circumstances sometimes.
Ugh.
Do you want to
He
come
pulled the
in?
Matrix thing on me. That's why I'm pissed.
Pulled a...
You know, when he picked, you know, where suddenly he pulls a phone out of his ass and it's always like an old phone.
That's definitely
and-
where he keeps it, isn't it?
Oh, ew, gross.
You said it.
You made it real.
He would make it real if he heard either of us talking about it.
That's disgusting. Men are disgusting.
Yes.
Ugh. Anyway,
What are you doing here now?
well,
then?
I saw Megan kill some sort of weird thing outside Will's hotel, and then Flynn. Yeah.
No, that was on the 9th floor.
No, I was upstairs, and there was a weird clay golem thingy
Mm-hmm.
that Megan body slammed to death, and then Flynn ran away like a bitch.
I go through her?
Oh, no, okay. She follows.
What the hell? Why didn't anybody? They know I'm glued to the phone. What in heaven am I doing? Are they all right? No, why are you even talking about
We're all
They're
glued to
right. Of
phones.
course
We're
they're-
millennials. What do you want?
Well, then why didn't they bloody text me about anything?
You go up the elevator, you get off on the 4th floor. And as you do, you hear as Oro comes out, tumbling out of the plant in the corner. I've been down there for 20 minutes.
That sounds low-key terrible.
Well, I'm a bunny. I'm used to being underground. Oh, Bells.
Hi.
Hi.
I set a Horo down.
Hi. Yeah.
What's
How are
going on?
you?
I heard there was a clay monster.
Yeah, there was a monster you.
What?
Yeah. The Bells the monster, if you will.
That sounds ridiculous. Who would even say a thing like that?
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm a talking bunny. I mostly get away with doing this stuff because I'm adorable and about a foot tall.
By just a hair, yes.
Yeah, cute.
So where is Will? Why aren't they with you?
Well, Will was dealing with it, and then you kicked my ass, and I went flying, and I landed in that thing. He holds up his paw and he says, please just imagine me giving the thing the finger. I don't have opposable fingers. It's very complicated. But yes, I hate that plant in particular. Anyway, yeah, Will's in their room, I imagine.
Are they hurt? Is Megan hurt?
Shoots out a dirt clod from his nose. Oh, God, that feels better.
Just grabs a little wipe that they have in their purse of infinite everything and just dab.
Oh,
Like
thank you.
clutch, to be clear.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a clutch of absolutely everything.
It's a Birkin clutch of everything.
Clutch of holding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh, now I really want to do like a fashion-themed D&D game. All right.
All the cute of a clutch, none of the storage problems. This is the fantasy we deserve.
Absolutely. Yeah, so then I heard a lot of mumbling. I heard you, he points up to Mary, you were going to murder someone, and then I heard the Matrix noise, the swoosh, 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 swoosh. And then, I don't know, I spent the last 20 minutes with my head in the dirt trying to get myself unstuck. I hate cartoon physics. I don't know why I obey these laws.
I scritch some of the dirt clods that are still just right there, and I think I probably get that spot. The thump.
Fucking hell. Sorry, Ahoro, you can... Oh.
Hey, Mary, let's go this way. I don't really. Okay, I guess I'm going this way. Bye.
Over their shoulder, like a glare that I should frankly roll prowess for.
Give me a prowess roll.
Smite.
Cousin, to my side.
Do a smite.
See how we found it the Bell's way?
We did
Yeah.
it. We did it.
So here's the thing, it's a 5 and a 1. So on my -1, it is not a success, but we have a good shot with a reroll of actually glare smiting someone.
Or
All right, do you
take
wanna use the reroll?
advancement for failing your smite roll? Brett,
Tempting.
what do
I'll
you
take it
think?
for now. I'll take it for now.
Okay.
But
all
only
right.
because you asked me to fail a prowess roll. So immune to my venom, having dealt with
If it makes
the
you feel
far
any
more
better,
concentrated brother version.
if it makes you feel any better, Mary does not look like she wants to be dragged away by a bunny right now. It's just a superpowered rabbit. What do you want? And you
I think
two,
probably it's also incompletely effective because there is a little bit of like,
help me, you fuckers.
it's not just rage, it's fear.
So,
And then they look back and they are the deer in the headlights.
yeah, you two are alone for the first time in over a year. You don't have a messenger app between you. You can't send a thumbs up, and you can't edit yourself. What do? I feel like I took a hard move here and I didn't do anything. It feels great.
Well, you were saving a paintball for Sam, so
I have very much established spells like can't catch things that are thrown at them. Except references. They're much better at this than I am.
Yeah.
You're okay. It's just Mary told me there was a fight.
Oh, yeah, Megan took care of it.
She does that.
I'm sorry that you worried. It wasn't a big deal, and you had gone to your room to clean up.
You're a really
didn't-
bad liar. Or I don't know if you're a really bad liar, but you're a really bad liar to me.
I was gonna hold this up. I don't even need to anymore. God damn. Ooh, where's my popcorn?
What happened?
So I have this weird thing happening at this hotel where things keep finding me.
Like, what?
Because, I mean, the first thing that visited me was a being called Puberty Lost. Apparently, I was one of the only people that they could talk to. And I asked them why, and they said it was because I had lost something. And then you showed up and said all of these things I know you wouldn't say. And when I asked you why, you said it was because I was the person in the most pain here. And I don't know why things like that keep finding me here. Because I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm okay.
What did I just say?
I didn't want to bother you with it. Whatever it was that found me wasn't you. And I figured that out pretty quickly.
How?
Like I said, they said things that you would never say. But they said a lot of things that I have been thinking about myself.
I think Bells is steering this conversation to a like sitting down spot. So because we're in a hotel hallway, I think there are sometimes 2 chairs and a table with a lamp right by the elevators.
I'll allow that.
But this just feels like a sitting down thing, and sort of navigating the social situation has just sort of been very gently herding dog. What were you thinking?
What I'm often thinking, that everything that happened last year was my fault. And the worst part is, I lost the most important thing to me, but nothing about me has changed. And so it's not like I can get that part back, because I still want what I want. And you still are who you are. And that's fine. You get to be who you are. And
if I was so important to you, why did you never talk to me? Why was the only choice being together or not talking at all? Why couldn't we have any connection if I was important?
Because I'm selfish. And I'm a coward. And I didn't. I wasn't right.
Say you're selfish. Say you're Will, I just told you. You're a shitty liar.
It's not lying if it's what I actually think.
If I wanted to nitpick words, I'd talk to Flynn.
Then what is it that you think then, if I'm such a bad liar? If the words that are coming out of my mouth aren't the actual words I'm trying to say, then please do what you do best and use your words to tell me what I should say. God knows I'll believe them. Believe anything you say. And you don't even have to use any of your powers to do
I never
it.
would. I believe we love each other, Will. And we poured that love into the wrong vessel. And we broke it. And we never tried again because it hurt. And you are defined by sparing people pain and easing it as best you know. And I'm supposed to be in some kind of domain of love and no. I think clearly I'm not. Or this wouldn't have happened.
May I say something?
Have I ever told you no?
There are many ways to love someone and to be a lover. If there's anything I learned from you, it was that. And there are simply just sometimes incompatible ways to love. You don't have to be master of every single domain of love. Like, that's just not how this works. I wanted to be loved a certain way that wasn't compatible with the way that you love, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes love isn't enough. I love you very much with my whole heart. But I love you in a way that is incompatible with the way that you are able to love. And that's okay. You don't want to be confined to loving just one person. That's not how you were built. And me, the only one for me is you. And trust me, I spent a lot of time this last year trying to figure out whether or not that was actually the case. There was someone while I was in Africa, and she was incredible, powerful, strong, and smart, and she was everything I should have wanted, everything I thought I wanted. But she wasn't you. And it was really frustrating. And before her, for a couple of months when I was in Athens, there was this one guy. And yeah, he was just a rebound, but he treated me like garbage. And I let him because I felt so shitty about what I had done. I thought I deserved it. I couldn't understand why I wasn't good enough for you. Why I couldn't let you be who you were. Why I was so unhappy.
It's not your fault.
You don't have to be master of every domain of love, Bells. That's never been a requirement.
Yeah, I just want to be master of the one that involves you.
Then you wouldn't be Bells anymore. And I don't want any half measures. So I guess I get none. And besides, it's not very often that nature deals in love anyway. So I guess I should just consider myself fortunate that I had it when I did. Besides, I imagine there's someone else out there that is going to be much better suited, much better, much more communicative, and much more supportive than I ever was. And that is, hell, I think there'll probably be many of those people. And you'll get to love every single one of them, and I think that's what you deserve. I'm really sorry for the ways I fucked this up.
We're good.
Thank you for coming. I'm really glad that you're here.
how does body language feel on Will vis-a-vis hug? Like, reading that.
I'd say they're not quite ready for that just yet.
So I think in lieu of making physical contact with Will, there's this like dumb end table, and Bells just kind of runs their hand over that, kind of the way you would be if you were actually making physical contact, but by proxy and by some distance.
I don't really know what happens next. I don't really think there has to be a plan. I know it's better that you're here than it would be if you weren't.
So then when this is all over, are we just going back to this?
I don't know. I've never had an ex I was still in love with.
I understand.
But I promise when I figure it out, you will be the first one to know.
You know how to reach me.
As your conversation comes to its inevitable unsatisfactory end, because some conversations in life don't result with everyone ending up fulfilled and feeling better, Will, you see a figure at the end of the hallway. They look humanoid, but they are shrouded in a colorful tapestry. One hand just gives a very soft wave to you.
I'm sorry. Can you excuse me for a moment, Bells?
Sure.
Bells,
And
you can
Will,
see this figure
yeah.
as well.
I think I need to take care of some family business.
Go do that. I have to do the same.
Be safe.
You too.
Take Megan with you.
Yeah.
And Will's going to head towards a mystery person.
And Bells goes to find Megan.
All right. As you two do, we actually have an unlock. Parental issues here, never a random player will have a family member drop in and make everything worse. I couldn't think of anything worse than having to talk to a family member, especially your grandfather, after a conversation like that. Well,
Is that who it is that's waiting for me?
yes, this is Igungun.
Oh.
He is the Yoruba god of death.
Lovely. Of course.
Yes. We have a very quick toast from Kontinowari. More parental feels must be had. Stephen's not the only evil one. Amen to that. All I don't know about you guys, but I need aftercare after that scene. And here is some aftercare. Strangely Raider and Fluffy Butt, two wonderful, beautiful, fantastic people who have great hair and always look good. And their
They
clothes.
gave you re-rolls, didn't they?
They gave me re-rolls, motherfuckers. That's right.
Don't let him badger you into those rerolls. Do what you want. Feel
Yes.
your own beauty.
By giving them to me.
You don't
Feel your
need his
beauty by giving them to
validation.
me.
You are not LA parking.
Yes, they do need. Okay, you know what? Everyone needs validation, like Meaning of Night or Librarian Liz, who decided to give rerolls to you bums. All right, like you have all these scenes and they make everyone sad, and now I need a hug. But no, you guys get rerolls instead. So fine, whatever, it's fine. Ugh, gag. How dare they? So, Megan. You have to follow up that scene. How does that feel? Where are you in the hotel? Are you even in the hotel?
Yeah, no, she definitely just went back to her room. Yeah.
Cool. How's your room looking?
Yeah, it looks like this sort of indoor, very Grecian, like open air, like small bedroom area that opens out on like a ludus training ground. And there's this massive like central tub in the in the center of it. And there's like a pattern that's popped up now since the last time she was in there. That's this repeating like small tile mosaic that has ancient Greek written in it that just repeats over and over, victory at any cost. And she just slowly walks through this like tub. It's like a step down into it and just washes off layers of like clay dust and then the gore from the cultists underneath, and then just walks back out. And I took a lot of harm in that fight. She just kind of wore it, but like all of those wounds are covered over in like, it's not quite a scab. It looks like those golden like veins in marble over all of these like giant gash wounds. And she sort of just walks out of the pool and then just lays down and is kind of just holding herself, like having a quiet moment, not feeling super great. Every now and then you see like she flushes when someone in like her weave has like a surge of rage. So when Flynn was super protective and worried about his mom, she kind of like shudders a little bit. And when Bells gave that look to Mary right before the conversation started, and honestly, Will on and off as they cycle through their feelings, and Megan just sort of feels all of it and is just being quiet and alone.
And that's when Bells finds you.
Whoops, you're quiet.
It's all good. I think Bells is like doesn't have to knock. I think you can just go in.
So is it, do you have the hotel door like with the little lock latch interposed so that like it's kind of open, or do you need to?
No, I think if you go to it with the intention of trying to like go inside, it just sort of goes away like walking through a set of curtains. Because like the interior plan doesn't have doors, it's just a singular open space that goes out into a balcony. So it just sort of seamlessly transitions for you.
I like what you've done with the place.
Sorry, side note, most things seamlessly transition with Sam.
There are seams, trust.
I can't even.
And
I quit.
Megan kind of like turns and looks over her shoulder, and she would like roll over, but it kind of takes a lot more now because she's got big stupid wings in the way, and you can kind of see that she's like not moving that well. So she kind of just looks over and kind of lays back down.
I think Bells goes around and then crouches down so that, like, look, we all know sometimes you are in the curled up kind of pain and you need people to come to you.
Yeah. And
Like,
Megan definitely reaches out and just pats the other side of the bed so you don't have to like be crouched there.
How are you holding up? I heard there was a fight.
Fine. Sore. It was a big clay thing that looked like you a bunch, but mean. So
Heard about that.
I don't
Please
know
tell me it
when-
wasn't too cathartic to take it to pieces. That's a little more family tension than I think I can handle right now.
I only had fun with it once it returned to its golem state.
Our great-grandfather's here.
Or what?
Great-grandfather. Uranus.
No.
Yep.
Why?
Great question.
How do you know? And she's just sort of like slowly pushing herself up to sitting.
My mom called.
Oh.
She's coming here tomorrow.
Oh. Do we have to go deal with Crow?
No, that's not why she's coming. She was gonna help me with, God stuff. Domain, that kind of thing.
Speaking of domain, and definitely looks towards the door uncannily in the direction of Will's room.
It's a really good thing that we put off a conversation for a year so that it could be just as painful as it needed to be.
Yeah.
That was great. That felt great. That was all the resolution I didn't get.
Mirroring your question from earlier, what does Bells look like in the way of like body language to just kind of being smushed into a hug?
I think these two have kind of hit the stride of being very physical in their just everything. I think that's part of the Venn diagram for the two of them.
Yeah.
Physical.
And yeah, definitely gets like you get swooped into a hug and sort of like in that tall person to tall person appreciative way, like is trying to be like, you can be the little spoon right now if you want.
That's exactly like, and Belle's gonna just smushes their shoulders in and clearly takes pleasure in the rare moment of small.
Yep. And I think the one like weird thing is that like at some point Megan is just like, your hair smells really nice, and just sort of like hugs.
I think it was having a bubble bath while you fought. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's pretty tight actually when you think about it.
I actually had really good stuff in here. Anyway.
Wait, what is your room? We'll talk about that later. Are you okay? And you don't have to just say yeah, And
I think they just very gently like tap a shoulder check of like, don't read me like this.
She laughs back and then like winces a little bit. Like you can see all of her wounds. So she's just like, if anyone understands right now, it's your girl.
I guess. I think Bells doesn't quite touch any of it, but sort of puts their hand over where some of the like cloisonné gold is.
Yeah.
Some things are better and more beautiful for the breaking. Maybe this will be.
Yeah. Maybe. I just learned what my dominion will be. So that's
oh gosh, there's
terrifying.
one of us. What's yours?
Victory at any cost. And I think she like points across and there's like a mural of like Pyrrhus's victory against the Romans. Like, it tracks.
I think Bells looks at that, and then as they look back, they also see the victory at any cost, victory at any cost, victory at any cost.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of red rum, wouldn't you say?
A little bit. This is a creepy hotel and I'm back to not liking it.
Are you Did you choose that domain?
God, I wish I could say I didn't. I think I always did. I have only ever known that I would do anything to win. And it's caused more than a couple knee surgeries when it was just sports. And I mean, that's why I'm so scared of this place. I would rip myself apart to protect you or any one of us. I just don't want to have to do that yet, you know?
I don't want you to do it yet. I'm not ready for us all to.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what do you think your mom wants to talk about?
Well, I don't know my domain. I just know it's not love.
It is.
And I feel like with that, we cut away from the two of you to
Big hug smoosh.
Yup, extremely smooth. And just all we can see is wings and then a feather.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Will, you have been walking with this family member for a hot second now, and he has not talked.
Was there something that you wanted?
The cloaked figure stops and looks at you. And even though the Yoruba death god is not the Grim Reaper, his cloaks are beautifully colorful. They're large and they make him look not horrifying. Like, you don't get the vibe there's a horrible skeleton creature under there. It's still fucking intimidating. And as it looks down on you, he taps you on the shoulder a little too hard before knocking at a door. You're greeted with a woman, dark-skinned, dark-haired, dark eyes. Everything about her looks dark, and there's fire behind her. Like her whole hotel room is engulfed. Oh, I was wondering when you guys were going to show up.
Hello?
She steps into the hallway and closes the door behind her. Igungun, yeah? And you must be Will.
That's me. Yep, I'm Will.
Oh, lovely.
You are?
I'm the fire in the hills. You're looking into my sister's death, right?
I am, yes. How could you be a forgotten god? The fire in the hills happens every single year.
Not those hills, child.
Oh. You mean my hills?
Now, Plague of the Valley, that was my sister. And, well, I am fourth sister twice removed or something like that to you. How goes it, nephew? Or nibbling, is that the term?
Nibbling would be right, yeah.
It's nice to meet your acquaintance. We have much to talk about.
Yeah, a lot. And Will is trying not to freak out about the fact that their grandfather apparently slept with a relative. It's fine. This is fine. Sure.
What's the problem here?
God damn
Honestly,
it.
it's weirder to not.
Right. Like,
No.
Uh,
No.
She takes a Gungun's hand, and the two of them start walking towards the elevator. Well, come along. We have to go say our goodbyes.
Okay. Do I need to call anyone? Or is this just a family affair?
It's a family affair, darling.
Will kicks themselves for their choice of words and then continues walking.
And as you walk towards the elevator, led by the unknown sister of the first murder victim of the Hotel California, with a heavy heart and so much on your plate, we call this episode of New Pantheon.
Nice.
All right.
Love it.
End of session moves.
End of session moves. Yes, thank you. All right. Abria?
Oh, okay. Tangle feels tighter. Absolutely with bells. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they're actually getting a groove.
Yeah, for sure. And it
Yeah.
Get that
feels
groove.
like
You
a
deserve a
nice
groove.
family and
Yeah.
someone to talk about like the real stuff. Like, I don't know, the real Megan. But yeah.
The stuff
I'm
that
real.
Megan would sort of blow off in a conversation with Flynn to
Yeah.
make it look like she's cool and put together and definitely not worried about anything.
Yeah, like Flynn is super easy breezy. So like Megan's not ever gonna approach him with that energy. And it's nice to be able to talk to someone about
Yeah,
it.
Flynn has no complicated feelings or hang-ups at all.
That's all I'm saying.
And nobody ever asked Flynn about his feelings.
All right, Flynn.
You're right. How's your
Excuse
chest?
you.
How's your chest feeling?
Bears and Will.
Excuse you.
All right, Flynn. Tangle?
Yeah, I would say maybe just tighter with Megan, because they just kind of like they use very little words to communicate their actions to one another, and they fully understand. Like Megan doesn't like really have to go, wait, are you lying about this? Like she's like, no, he's probably lying about this. And Flynn's like, Megan's gonna hurt you, you know.
It's
Megan's
a
like,
very good groove.
Okay. Bells?
I am certainly more entangled with Will than I was at the beginning of the session.
This relationship, it's just, love it.
Seems super chill and normal and fine.
It's
Right.
healthy.
Yeah.
It's
it's
great.
honestly what I base all my real life relationships on.
Same.
Wow.
Right, media
Well,
depictions.
And also, yeah. I mean,
I
Belle
accept
is-
your Oh, you meant okay.
Yeah, I'll
Obviously,
do
they're
it.
talking about.
I mean,
Flynn.
technically, there's some shit that Megan did that also could qualify, but unfortunately, I think the play of the day was Belle's.
Yep.
Lager.
So, with that out of the way, my name is Stephen Pope. You can find me online at StephenJPope22. You can also find me on twitch.tv/games we never play every Wednesday night, where I play Vampire the Masquerade in It's Always Sunny in the Shadows. What about all the vampires who suck? Let's find out about those together. You can also find me on Twitter, where I bitch and moan about everything. I'm emo. Don't worry about it. Eric, where can they find you?
They can always find me at Mostly Eric, which is my username on all the things, including Twitch, where I play video games and stuff like that. And on Saturday, August 1st, Pirates of Salt Bay will be having their special Gen Con episode, which you can find out. You can either search for a Saving Throw show on Gen Con, or you can check. There's probably a link or something that'll be in the chat where you can reserve your tickets. It's totally virtual. It's free to get a ticket to Gen Con. It's free for all our Saving Throw shows, and you don't even need the ticket to watch live, but it helps us personally if you do reserve the tickets. It makes us look better. So please feel free to get those tickets.
I've been
Awesome.
doing all the dark rituals to invoke the K-pop stands to get lots of our tickets. I don't know if it's working.
I don't understand K-pop, but I fear and respect it.
Oh my god, it's so good though.
One does not simply invoke the K-pop stand.
All right, Abria, with your K-pop, where can they find you?
My name is Zibria Iyengar. You can catch me on social media at Quiddy, Quiddie. No, I can. Oh no, it spells it. Hopefully. Yeah. QUIDDIE. Yeah. Oh God, I'm so sorry to anyone that tried to follow that. They're like, that was incomprehensible. I stream all over the place. Just check my socials for that because my brain is fried right now and I don't remember all of the games.
A lot of emotions tonight. Sam Delev.
You can find me on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, ChaiKovsky. And if you want a more comprehensive sense of, well, mostly on there, I'm just posting fan art and hey, I'm about to do thing, because social media has melted my brain very hard. And so what if I didn't and then tried to take care of the meat brain within the organism vessel? Therefore, if you want a more comprehensive place to find where I am across the Twitchernet, you can go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Delevely, DELEVELY, and that has my schedule both for all of the RPGs I play, as well as my personal streaming schedule.
Lovely. And last but certainly not least, Aki.
Hi, everybody. I'm Aki. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at MixGenieInABottle. That's MXGINIINABOTTLE. And you can also find my full schedule, including my personal streaming schedule and all the RPGs I play on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/ShidareAki. That's SHIDAREAKI. I will eventually practice my finger spelling for that one. I promise I won't leave you in the lurch. There are going to be some changes coming to my personal streaming schedule because I am now fully employed and have a day job.
Good for you.
I have a day job and therefore daytime streams in the weekdays. Nope, can't do them anymore. So, yep, schedule is changing. But other than that, yeah, daisuki.
Love it. All right. Special thanks to both of our sponsors, Hero Forge, creators of beautiful custom miniatures now available in pre-painted color and all that jazz. You no longer have to be good at painting things anymore, and that's a win. Also, special thanks to our new sponsor, the Gig Economy Gaming. Sorry, we're having some technical issues on my end. Startplaying.games. Find a GM, find a game, and get what you want. You're worth it. Remember to check back with Saving Throw. We have content throughout the week. Also, we will be doing some special Gen Con episodes. So keep your eyes up. Gen content, yes.
Including an episode for this.
I wasn't aware we got the green light. Yes, we will be doing a very special Gen Con episode of New Pantheon. Will it be canon? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah.
Megan smooches everyone. Make it canon!
I can't stop you. So, yes, be sure to check that out. Special thanks to Dom Zook for running our channel in general, and special thanks to Eric for making our stream possible tonight. Everyone give him a little applause. Yes, cheers, cheers, cheers.
Nope, he made water come out of my nose, so I'm mad at him.
As you should be. Anyway, before I go, Black Lives Matter, and the first Pride was a riot. With that in mind, see you next week. Bye.